What's up everyone? In today's video I have here the HDMI digital microscope. We're going to go ahead and see how it functions, how it works. I'm going to start off by reading off what it's about. This high-tech, while easy to use, HDMI digital microscope is versatile, suitable for testing, measuring, photographing tiny objects at home, school, or office. Helpful for science, research, industrial inspection, as well as hobby and leisure. So my purpose is probably going to be hobby and leisure. However, I do have a couple burnt circuit boards. I kind of want to look underneath the microscope and see if I can view where I blew them up, or see if there's any damage to them. And that's what I'll be using this for. Everything else will probably be hobby, just to view things up close or anything like that. So let's go ahead and open up this microscope and see what it comes with. Alright, so as you can see, it comes tightly packed in this foam, and this is everything it comes with. We have a, looks like mini or micro HDMI to regular HDMI cable. We have the USB cable, which is what I will be using, but this is kind of a nice feature if you want to put it in the big screen or on a TV, smaller TV or monitor. But I'm going to just run it through the computer. You have a power adapter, Europe, what is it called? Europe power adapter, I guess, for Euro plugs. I don't know. Instructions and a CD for the program, and wipes, cleaning wipes, and it looks like a scale so we can measure things up close and personal. Then you have the stand, and this came apart, I just put it in real quick, and the actual microscope. On the microscope you have, right here is how you would probably zoom in or focus. And then right here we have an array of buttons, and it looks like that's like the back button, that's the OK or take a picture or take video button, menu, mode, and power. On the other side, so right here it has an SD card slot. It does not come with an SD card though. And this is if you want to just not plug it into a computer, because on the computer you can record off the computer. And then you have the light button, and you can control the brightness of it. Then on the top you have the USB connector and the micro HDMI connector. Okay, so let's talk about the stand here. So the stand, you have many different ways to adjust it. You can turn it right here, you can go down, and it's just a little knob right here. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten it right there. Then you have this, which is a more smooth up and down way to focus it, probably, or way to focus it. You also on here have the ability to measure, and so this is the brand, and Kelima is the brand. I think that's how you pronounce it, Kelima. It's nowhere on the box, so that's kind of weird. Usually you have your brand name on the box. The actual microscope brand is Kelima or Kelima, I don't know. Kelima. So the microscope goes in right there, where our focusing part is right here. There's also, yeah. All right, so 3, 2, 1. So the microscope just slides in right here, and then we're able to tighten it with this knob right here. All right, just like that. So like I said before, I'm going to just be using the HDMI, and I'll plug it directly into my computer. And I know, because I've already tested this, I know that you don't have to download the software that it has. You could just use your camera function on your computer, if you have Windows, you should have a camera button, and you could just open up like a webcam and you could use that. Or you can download the software and do it that way. Alright, so once we have the software, like I do, you're going to go ahead and plug it in. And let's see, right here, there's a light, and the light is on. And again, we can control that on the side if we want to even have a light or not. And let's go ahead and test or look at stuff. So I have a Raspberry Pi that I burnt up, and I know where the issue is, one of the issues. But there's also an issue I didn't see before that I found underneath this microscope, and I'll show you guys. Then I have an LM26. This is used to step down voltage. I think it's like 36 volts, and I can step down all the way down to 3 volts. And as you can see, this says right here, let's see if I can get close enough, in negative, and in positive is on top. And I put the wrong wires on them and put power to it and blew it. So we'll zoom in on that and see that and see how that looks. I will also look at a couple 3D prints, and here is a nice looking benchy and a dual color this is from the Zone Star. And so we'll look at some of this stuff up close and see what it can see. So before we start, I won't be messing with any of these. I don't really see the point of it when I have the computer. So it's plugged into the computer and all that kind of stuff. I think this is mainly for if you are plugging it through your TV and you want to record and all that kind of stuff. But we have the computer. Alright, so I have this here Raspberry Pi, and I blew this Raspberry Pi, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at it underneath the scope. And first, what we're going to do is just look at the whole components on the Raspberry Pi, and then we'll spot what happened to it when I blew it up. So basically, here we can see all the components. Let's see if I can't get a clearer picture. Alright, so we have a nice clear picture. And let's go ahead and just move it around. Here's one of the processors. Little tiny resistors, voltage regulators, all that kind of stuff. You can really see the numbers. And let's go ahead and mess with the light and see if turning off the light actually helps. Yeah, so I have enough light on it where I could just view it without the light, and then we don't get those light spots in there. So yeah, we're able to view everything. Those are the pins. Alright, let's go ahead and start inspecting for what went wrong. So first off, I can just look right here. And let's go ahead and focus it. And so right here, those two little pins are out of place. And this is what happened. I plugged in an SD card. The SD card started getting really hot, and when I pulled it out, it kind of ripped some of these wires out. I don't know exactly what happened, but let's go ahead. And so that's the first indication of something that went wrong, but maybe we could spot kind of where it may have gone wrong. So we're going to go ahead and go through here. And I'm going to move this tab. And right about here. So right here, it's the only spot I can think of that went wrong. But as you can see exposed copper on this circuit board. And let's get a nice little focus. And let's see if the light will help here. Okay, so the light kind of helps. Okay, so we see exposed copper, And I'm wondering if I may have touched metal to metal, so I closed a circuit that I wasn't supposed to, and it burnt up everything and ended up burning up the SD card. If I really wanted to get in detail, I could probably follow these lines and see where they end up. And it may end up here, but let's, for the sake of time, I'll view that later. Alright, so here I have an LM26 chip, and we're going to go ahead and view this one up close. And so let's go ahead and focus in. So again, in negative, and there's a red wire, so I put positive there, and that's how it blew up. So let's see if we can see where it blew up. So that looks okay. Alright, so this little piece right here looks like this is where it blew up. Let's see, I could probably get closer with this, so I'm going to go ahead and lower it. And then I'll focus it as best as I can. And look at that. That looks like it blew. And so that's what happens when you put positive where negative is supposed to go. And so, yep. So this chip is no good anymore, which is, it's an okay thing. These chips are about like $1. If you buy them in bulk, they're about $1 a piece. So it's not a huge loss. All right, let's go ahead and view some prints. So I'm probably gonna have to, there we go. Okay, so this is a benchy, and the CR-10 is the one that printed this. Let's go ahead and raise this up. All right, there we go. There we go. So now we can kind of see it better, see all the lines. What I really want to see, let's see if we can't see what the back says. If the printer was good enough to get this back label. I know what it's supposed to say. It's supposed to say something along the lines of, nah, kind of see the benchy. It's really hard for printers to do this. But yeah, it says 3D bench, I think, or benchy. It's hard to see. But we can basically see things up pretty close. It's kind of cool. Bring this down, get closer. Let's go ahead and look at a dual color. This is from the Zone Star. Alright, so this is from the Zone Star. And we can see how well the two pieces, or the two different colors, merged on each other. And it looks like it did decent. But yeah, it's kind of cool that you can see up close. One last thing I want to show is my wife's wedding ring. And I went ahead and shot off the light off the microscope because the ring reflects a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and lower this down. And I'm going to lower it down all the way where it's touching, and then I'll raise it here. That way I can get a good zoom. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this underneath the microscope and get it all focused in. Alright, let's go ahead and see how it is with the light on. Yeah, it kind of reflects. But that's with the light on. You can see the diamonds right there all around. You can see tiny little scrapes in it. But we can inspect the ring. Let's see right here. Look at that. We can see into the diamonds. Let's focus in some more. It's kind of cool. Let's just turn off the light and see if it's better like that. Kind of see into the diamonds now. Pretty darn close up too. Let's see if we can't get a clearer picture. It's probably about as clear as we can get, but also it's kind of cool. One thing that would be cool is kind of an autofocus, auto zoom function. But in reality, it's already at a decent price, and I think that would cost a lot more to add in a servo to do that. But we can inspect stuff like jewelry or circuit boards or anything like that. Let's see if there's anything else we want to view up close. Maybe if you guys leave stuff in the comments of things you want to see up close with this microscope, I can do a short video on it, on what you guys want to see. Also, what I like about this is you could take this off and you could just kind of hold it and view on your own. So this is my hand. You can view in your hand, but you can like just kind of view. Let's see, I got a cut right here. But yeah, you can hold it and view things up close. So it's kind of cool that you could do that as well. Alright, so this is the HDMI microscope from either Kelima or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce the brand. The brand's not on the box, so if I had to do any recommendations, put your brand name on the box. That'd probably be a good thing to do. But anyways, I did find this microscope entertaining. It is interesting to see like circuit boards and all that kind of stuff up close. I do like how I'm able to record what I'm viewing and take pictures. So that is kind of cool little function. All in all, I actually really like this microscope. With that said though, will I be using it every day? No, probably not. But maybe on tough solders, I could see me using it on tough solders and making sure that my solder did make connection. This would really help out with that kind of thing. Other than that, it is fun to kind of view certain stuff up close and personal. So I guess it just depends on if you have any use for it. If you want to just use it as a hobby, or if you actually have something to use it for, such as viewing cracks in any type of plastic or metal objects or anything like that. It does work. It works really well and plugs into your computer. Can also plug into the TV so you can see it on the big screen, which makes it even better. So yeah, all in all, I do like how you can turn or dim the LED lights or shut them off, because certain objects reflect more and the light kind of gets in the way. And so I like how that ability to shut off works pretty well. So all in all, I think that concludes this video. This microscope would be recommended if you have a use for it, I guess. And for the price, it's not bad. I'll leave a link down below. And I think I'm going to be updating my coupon codes throughout all my videos today. Get that done with. Alright, as always, I just want to say thank you all for your support. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you found that you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions, and I'll try to get to them as quick as I can. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, as far as reviews or modifications, I have a review on the TiVo Tornado that just got sent to me by Gearbest, and I also have modifications to do on the CR10 and CR8. I need to test out that laser engraver. I already know it prints good, but we'll get to that as well. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you stick around.